Hey, I'm John from Launch, Small Business Legal Solutions Done Differently. So we get a lot of questions from business owners about things they should be paying attention to. What are the risk areas? What are the concerns? Thought it'd be helpful to run through, 5 legal basics small business owners should be aware of when it comes to risk management. So for starters, business structure. It's important to choose the right legal business structure. Talking about LLC or corporation, typically don't want to be a sole proprietor or a partnership due to the not being able to take advantage of limited personal liability. And so each structure has some different legal implications in terms of taxes, liability, and regulations. Want to make sure that you are aware of what those are and how they apply to your specific business. Another big one, contracts and agreements. General rule of thumb is you should have a written agreement for all of your business relationships, internal and external. So, customers, suppliers, employees, partners, whatever the case may be, you need some sort of legally binding agreement to protect your interests, protect their interests, and then you can help really mitigate disputes. Something else to be aware of is intellectual property. So every small business has some sort of intellectual property. It's important that you know how to recognize it, how to protect it, and then how you can take advantage of it or possibly monetize it. Could be an additional revenue stream, a passive revenue stream, nice way to bring in some additional money to the company. It also is a valuable asset. It helps your brand be recognized in many cases and sort of sets you apart from your competition. So you want to be able to recognize it and protect it most definitely. Another important area to be aware of is sort of the laws around workers, whether that be independent contractors or employees. Different rules and regulations are in place for each, but the big things to know are you want to be able to recognize whether the person working for you is a independent contractor or an employee. You want to have the correct agreement in place for them, and then you want to know how to properly manage that person when they're doing work for you. Misclassification can lead to a whole lot of issues, most of which can be completely avoided. Other thing to make sure of is what your tax obligations are. So it's important to bring in someone who can help advise you on your specific situation about tax obligations as a business owner. Could be income taxes, payroll taxes, sales taxes, other federal taxes, state taxes. You want to make sure you have a handle on those. You're paying them, you're registered with the appropriate state or federal agency. If you forget to do those things, fines and penalties can add up quickly. You're not going to have a lot of options to get out of them. So tax compliance is important. So sum it all up, I think it's important for small business owners to recognize some of these risks and be able to sort of take steps necessary to mitigate them and find the help they need.